Hi everybody, this is Sarah with Girls Inc. of the Pacific Northwest, and I am so excited to bring with you guys our first ever virtual programming video. We are all very excited here at Girls Inc. to bring this to you all, so we hope that you are able to enjoy it. Girls Inc. of the Pacific Northwest inspires all girls to be strong, smart, and bold. So we figured, what better of a theme for our videos than to fall under either a strong category, a smart category, or a bold category. So those are what our videos are going to be about. Each week, Girls Inc. will be releasing a video that will fall under one of those categories. In each of those categories, we will be talking about a different topic. Now, during this video, we might ask some questions or do some activities, but this video is designed to go at your own pace. Go ahead and pause the video whenever you want to. Feel free to rewind it. Feel free to fast forward through it. It is completely up to you how you want to use this video, and we're here to support you. And one last thing is that at the very end of this video, we are going to be giving you a challenge to complete. And this is something you're going to do at home at your own time. And then you're going to hopefully share it with us here at Girls Inc. We would love to see your creations, so make sure you stick to the very end of the video because there's going to be a really exciting challenge for you all to complete at home. With that being said, we are going to go ahead and get started. So, our video's theme today is strong. So we are going to be talking about healthy stress versus unhealthy stress. We're going to be talking about ways that we can, or things we can do to help with our stress management, and we're also going to do an activity at the end that can help us along the way. So, with all that being said, we are going to be using some materials that I have in my house. If you don't have any of these materials with you, we encourage you to be creative. Use your own materials, do this activity in a different way, and we would love to see those as well too. So for this video, you might want to grab a journal or a notebook or a piece of paper, maybe something to write on if you have any thoughts during this program. Maybe your favorite writing tool, a pen or a pencil, crayons, markers, whatever you might have at your house. And then when we get to the activity portion, I will let you know what you are going to need then. So let's get started with our stress lesson. So today we are talking about healthy versus unhealthy stress. All right, so we're talking about healthy versus unhealthy stress. Perfect. So let's begin by talking about healthy stress. So healthy stress is going to be something that is short term, something you're only worrying about for maybe a short amount of time. Healthy stress is also going to be able to motivate you. So maybe you have a new project, or maybe you're doing something that you haven't done before. It's going to push you to do new things. Healthy stress is also going to prepare you for future challenges, so it'll get you ready for anything you might face here in the future. Now, we also have unhealthy stress. That's going to be something long-term and something that can also cause health problems since it does happen over a long period of time. Unhealthy stress, it can also start to wear you out, so you want to make sure that you realize unhealthy stress and start to take care of yourself. So now that we've talked about healthy versus unhealthy stress, let's go ahead and just quickly talk about the ways that stress can start to affect our lives. Like, what can cause stress? So for healthy stress, we said it was short term. So maybe it's just completing a homework assignment. Maybe it's getting ready for your big game. All of those can start to prepare you for future events. So healthy stress is stress that is caused by just little changes that you need to adapt and prepare for to better succeed in life. Unhealthy stress is going to be stress that is caused by major events. So maybe you are fighting with your friends a lot. Maybe you are being peer pressured. That happens over a long period of time. Fighting with friends happens over a long period of time. Maybe something in your home life is changing and affecting you every single day. So remember, healthy stress is short term. It can start to prepare you for challenges you may face in the future. Unhealthy stress is stress that happens over a long period of time, and it can start to affect our physical and our mental well-being, and it can just start to drain you. So make sure you realize whenever you are feeling stressed in your life, is it healthy or is it unhealthy stress? Feel free to take some time in your journal right now or on a piece of paper if you want to write about some examples that might fall under the healthy category, and then some examples that might fall under the unhealthy category of stress. Now that we have identified healthy stress versus non-healthy stress and ways that stress can come up in our lives, let's go ahead and just talk about a couple of different examples to help with stress management. And again, I would encourage you guys to write down in your journal some ways that has helped you deal with stress. So I will say my favorite options that can help deal with stress in our lives.
I can hear you, but I won't.
Hello? Alright, now that you've seen my favorite ways to handle with stress, I want you guys to create and think of some of the ways that you guys handle stress at home. So do you like to cook? Do you like to exercise? Do you like to work out? What are some ways that you all can start to manage your stress at home? What are some different activities that you can do? And you can use this time to write it in your journal right now and come up with some really great ideas. So we are now going to jump into our activity portion of this lesson, and what we are going to create is called a stress shield. So here on the screen, right here, I'm going to show you our example prompts that you are going to fill out, and you can either write these examples, you can either draw these examples. You can see that there are 5 different categories that you are going to either put on a piece of paper, or maybe you just want to write them out. If you have some chalk at home, that would be great too. You just want to make sure you're filling out these 5 different prompts. I'll show you my stress shield, and mine is the finished product, so there is a second step after this, but what I did is I created each of my 5 different sections, and then I even wrote and drew different things. So I am bold, I am skilled, I am smart, and I am strong. So you can see for the I am strong one, I stay strong and healthy by running and eating healthy. So those are just a couple of examples that I did. And remember, this border, we'll talk about it in just a second. This is the finished stress shield. So your first step is going to be creating and filling out your 5 different prompts. So go ahead and do that now. Pause the video. I will keep our stress shield template up here so you can finish it out, and feel free just to do it on a regular piece of paper. Great, so once you have all of your 5 prompts filled out, then what you're gonna do is you can either cut them like I did, or you can, just leave it how it is, and you are going to create your own shield. So I will also put examples here on the screen of different shields you can create. So take another piece of paper and draw out your shield. So you can see my border is right here. And my prompts were a little bit big, but that's okay. I still was able to fit them in my 5 different categories. So once you have your shield example, go ahead and fill it in with your 5 different prompts. And this is your stress shield. So whenever you are feeling stress, healthy or unhealthy stress, you can always come back to this example and you can see, hey, I am smart. I do these things in my life. I have people that can come and help me and support me. So this is a really great tool to have. And we would love to see you your stress shield. So feel free to tag us in social media on our Facebook or Instagram. We would love to see your stress shield. Alright, so we have reached the end of our first ever strong virtual video, and now we're going to leave you with our challenge to complete. So the challenge is to create your own stress ball. This can be done in a variety of different ways, so it can be used with a variety of different materials. So I just grabbed an old sock, make sure there's no holes in it, and what you want to do is just grab some sort of fabric. You just want to make sure it's something that you can put materials in, so there's no openings on each side. Then what you're going to do is, once you have your material, remember this could be a sock, maybe a balloon, maybe you cut a piece of fabric and tie it off at the end, and then what you're going to do is fill it with some sort of material that you think might, just be good to help you during stress. So I have some rice here, and I'm going to put it in my sock. Very carefully, I might add. So I added it in here, and then I just have a hair tie that I'm going to use. But again, if you have a rubber band, maybe something else, I'm just going to tie this off. And then I have my very own stress ball. So you can fill your fabric with any sort of material. I used rice. Maybe if you have flour, maybe if you have Play-Doh at home, popcorn kernels might even work. I don't know. We encourage you to be very, very creative when you're creating your stress ball. So that is your challenge. Create a stress ball designed specifically for you for this week. And again, we would love to see these items, so please follow us on our social media platforms, Facebook and Instagram. Tag us whenever you do create this or your stress shield, and you might even be featured. We really want to see your guys' creations. Alright, and that is it. Thank you for joining me for our first ever Girls Inc. remote programming video. I hope everyone was able to enjoy this video, and I hope you all were able to find some useful tips. So remember, Girls Inc. will be releasing weekly videos that will either fall under the Strong, Smart, and Bold category. So make sure you are checking emails and make sure you have your notifications on. That way you can be informed when our next video will be released. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you guys tune into our next video.